Almost a king, like Goto Ryuji. Almost a king. I suppose that's true. I'm Goto.
Only a monster can keep up with him!
Soon, I will reach national level. This raid won't be too rough.
I feel like a whole new man. I'm ready.
I've become even stronger!
Now I'll finish my task. I'll make this quick. Job's done. Disappear. You're going. Don't get it. I'll end it. Simple. You're going. Rest in peace. Job's done. Job's done. You're going. Simple. Stop holding back now. All according to plan. Flash. 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 Monarchs. This is the end. I'll shred you. Destroy them all. Monarchs. Enough with the jokes. Punishment. This will be your grave. Red flower technique type 1. Falling plum blossom. I'll end this. Monarchs. Punishment. It's open. And open it. Define life. Monarchs. Punishment. Tearing through. I'll shred you. Monarchs. Punishment.
Target located.
I'm looking forward to it.
many essence stones! What the hell?
It looks like some kind of magical experiment took place here.
I can't tell if this was a magical experiment or just plain torture.
They might come in handy, so let's take a few of the essence stones with us.
Barry? That's... Miss Han!
Stop.
Huh? Why? Miss Han is over there!
Mr. Nearman, do you see it?
I do. Mana threads suspended in the air above her.
The moment we approach Miss Han, we'll be surrounded by enemies.
Is there a way to use Mr. Sung's skill to bring her down here quickly?
I don't know about that. Unless you want to spend the rest of your life here, I wouldn't recommend it. Do you remember the cave we were in before coming here? As you know, the rift connected to that place has already closed. Fortunately, though the Shadow Soldier I left there was caught in the explosion, it regenerated in the same spot. If the space is still intact, and I can still sense the Shadow Soldier's energy, I should be able to get us out of here. I placed a Shadow Soldier next to the device too, so even if the cave's rift has closed, we should have no problem getting back. There's a catch. This skill can only be used twice. We'd better save it for later.
What about the method we used to get here? There were a lot of magic beasts, and we even brought essence stones.
Considering that every time we used that method, a rift connected to the space we're in right now appeared. It looks like all the rifts lead to this place, not out of it. That's why I don't want to waste my skill on something we're not sure about.
Then, what should we do? I'm scared. Mom? Dad? When are you coming? Where are you right now? I've been taking good care of my younger siblings. I've been a good kid. But it's hard doing it alone. Please, help me. I miss you. Miss Han.
If nobody else is going to do it, I'll go save her.
It's obviously a trap. We should look for another way.
No, we've explored other options, and this is it. Just watching her won't solve anything. If we're not going to abandon Miss Han, then we simply have to go help her, even if it means getting caught in a trap.
I also agree with Mr. Nearman.
Mr. Sung, you're not going to do something that reckless, right?
It may be reckless, but it could also be the fastest way to help.
You too? Fine, fine. I'm coming.
Barry! I told you not to rush off alone! Where did these magic beasts come from all of a sudden?
Keep your eyes peeled. There are people mixed in too.
I'll protect Miss Han, so don't worry about her, and focus on the magic beasts. We have to make sure the people are unconscious.
Understood.
This will really help you grow. It's over. It's no use. This is the end! Monarchs. Red flower technique type 1. Throwing plum blossom. Too slow. Tearing through. Destroy them all! You can't avoid it! Red flower technique type 1. Fallen plum blossom. I'll end this! Time for a counterattack. An opening! Monarchs. Punishment! I'll shred you!
Eyes on them.
This will be...
Did we get all of them?
Only minor injuries for Miss Han and everyone else.
We should move everyone to a safer spot and start treating them.
Let's do that. Monarchs. Time for a counterattack. Barry, let's have less bickering and more healing. Let's take stock of the situation while we wait for everyone to be fully treated. The mana threads are connected to both magic beasts and people, and mana power was flowing through them.
Someone might be channeling mana into or out of the puppets through those threads. The mana of the people being controlled was just like my little brother's. Normally, he has mana power equivalent to his rank, but once he loses control, he emits an unbelievable amount. Their mana was just the same, as strong as the energy coming off of magic beasts from high-ranked gates.
Did you see the essence stones scattered on the ground? Could it be they used them to do something to those people? Like, maybe the stones have something to do with the Force Awakenings that Miss Soring and Mr. Nearman talked about.
It's definitely possible.
Did you notice?
Notice what?
The magic beasts. This time, They didn't come through the rift.
Now that you mention it,
They were hiding their mana power and presence before revealing themselves.
That makes me think that this is the Symbol Maker's lair.
That means the source of everything is somewhere in here.
Well, there certainly has to be something.
Right.
is there more space beyond that passageway?
The mana threads were stretching towards it. A ridiculous number of them, too.
We should go check it out.
Hello. I've been waiting. Would you like a cup of warm black tea?
We meet again.
So many people.
They're not moving now, but they'll attack soon, right?
Probably.
Let's begin. Let's try. Monarchs.
I'll end this!
I've got it.
I'll shred you!
I'll open a path.
I see it all. It's no use! Punishment! Destroy them all! You can't avoid it! Red flower technique, type 1. Falling block toss. Punishment! Time for a counterattack. Too slow.
It's over now, right?
Judging by how quiet it is now, it seems that way.
Mr. Sung, something's coming!
Is it the symbol maker?
I'm truly impressed. I've seen many soldiers, but it's been a long time since I've encountered someone as intriguing as you.
Who are you?
My name is Voltaire, commander of the Legions. I know what you've shown me so far isn't all you can do. I invite you to take the stage. Show me everything you've got.
Thanks for the invite, but I'm booked.
That's it. You need guts to be worth the price of admission. Look behind you.
When did you?
All right, little diva. Just let me know when you're ready to go home. I'll go take my seat.
Looks like I have no choice but to give him a show. Arise.
You're here. That didn't take long.
What do you want?
Become my leading man.
No thanks.
I figured you'd say that. Then I have no choice but to take your talents by force. Unleash your power freely, by all means, the moment your mana runs out. I'll make you my puppet like all the others. You'll become my greatest soldier in this theater of war. Once you're in my grasp, all the fools who look down on me will be begging for front row seats. Dance for me, human! Show me your limit! Pour your heart into this performance!
Red flower technique type 1. Throwing Chronicles. An opening. Destroy them all!
This can't be happening! I'm the commander of legions! How could I lose? I have all the mana of an army! I lost? I was defeated? That easily?
Start talking or I'll break more than threads.
Of course! I'll tell you anything you want.
I want to know everything you've done. And if you want to leave in one piece, everything I hear better be the truth.
I wanted to build an earthly army. But human bodies are so profoundly weak. I needed soldiers who could be controlled without breaking down. In the beginning, there were trials and errors, but I had plenty of material for experiments. I eventually found my answer. If an army of magic beasts can't cross over, then I needed to make humans equally strong. I was building a powerful battalion. Surely the monarch would have no choice but to accept it. That's how it should have been. So how? Why?
Where are the people you kidnapped? These rifts they opened. How did you find them? What exactly is this place? How did you choose where the rifts would occur?
Well, I'll tell you if you take your own life before my eyes!
You want to see death?
Yes! Stop stalling and hurry up!
All you had to do was ask. I'll gladly make an introduction.
That was nothing.
Is everyone alright?
Except for a little bit of dizziness, I'm fine.
I'm fine too.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Looks like the people who are unconscious are okay too.
Barry, were you worried about me? Thank you.
Miss Han, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. No injuries. I still have plenty of mana power, and...
You're exhausted. Sit down. I've called an ambulance. It'll be here soon.
Is there something you want to talk about?
Yes. The moment the mana threads attached to me, I heard a voice inside my head. It was like that voice knew everything about me. It even knew how much I longed to carry on with my investigation. The voice promised me that if I followed it, it would fulfill my deepest wish. And if, when all is done, I helped it win you over, it promised to take me to my parents. I didn't know if it was true, but for some reason, I couldn't help but trust it. Despite knowing how powerful you are, I strangely felt like I stood a chance against you. It erased me, then filled me with blind faith and false confidence. That was all that remained in my mind and heart.
That sounds exactly like the hunters I faced before.
When I came to my senses, honestly, I felt nothing but despair. I'm sorry. You all risked your lives to save me. But Voltaire is the only one who knows where the missing people are. I don't see any way forward now.
Don't give up.
Huh?
The trail isn't completely cold yet. We've learned a lot from what happened. The device seems to be intact, and we still have the Essence Stones Mr. Sung took with him.
Miss Maylan is right. It's too early to admit defeat. If Voltaire can create a designated space, and the device can always open to where he is, someday, we'll be able to find where both of your parents are trapped.
Mr. Sung!
You heard him, right? Let's see this through. I'm sure we'll be able to find them.
If you ever need help, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'll do everything within my power to help you.
Since we didn't bring back a lot of Essence Stones from that space, I'll study the device a bit more.
Everyone, thank you so much. I won't give up either.
Oh, I hear a siren. Sounds like the ambulance is here.
How about we take these folks to the hospital and then go grab something to eat? Oh, I'm excited. This is my first time in Korea, and I've heard wonderful things about the food.
Oh, I know a good place. It's called...
Not that place again.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know where you're going, but I'll pass. I'm busy.
Oh, don't be like that. Come with us.
Alright. Stop pulling, I get it.
Even after going through all that, they're still full of energy. Well, I guess it is nice to just hang out with other hunters every once in a while.
A similar symbol found at multiple sites. This isn't just a coincidence. Someone has been leaving this symbol again and again. A message etched like a pattern, as if telling us to notice them. By any chance, is that researcher who helped with the investigation on ancient relics before available?
Ah, Miss Maylin, I remember you. You asked about a particular symbol, right? Have you made any progress?
No, not yet. I have a somewhat different question this time. Are there any records in ancient texts about this symbol appearing?
There are quite a few cases like that, and it's a researcher's job to catalog them. There are oodles of records about different symbols appearing repeatedly across different eras. For this symbol, though it's identical in each case, the locations and eras seem completely unrelated.
Do we know why that particular symbol appears repeatedly?
We don't have a clear interpretation yet, but certain scholars have suggested that the symbol might represent a particular ideology, a belief, or a group that follows it. In other words, someone is intentionally making it happen again and again.
It's intentional. Just as I thought, someone's been leaving it behind all along.
Just like in ancient times, the reasons people leave symbols behind today is often a mystery.
Thank you for the information. If any other cases come to mind, please let me know.
Of course. Please be careful, Miss Maylin.
Maybe we were tangled up in this, even before we knew it. We still don't know that being's name or form. But they're active everywhere and at all times. They'll come back. If we're unprepared, more people will disappear. We can't ignore this symbol any longer. Let's go, Barry!
me.